Don't forget to like the video, plus hit that subscribe button and finger blast that bell icon so you get notifications of our new videos. Now enjoy. Welcome back to another episode.
Hey kid,
Getting right into it.
Finished your coffee?
My sure thing, Control. You got another job for me?
Come by Cloudpunk HQ and grab a package. It's for Anderson Financial in Anderson Tower, labeled Mr. Anderson.
Is it on Anderson Street in Anderson Town?
Don't joke, kid. You don't know the half of it. Control out.
Mr. Anderson. Alright, I guess.
Are you experiencing
back to Cloud.
depression, apathy, vaguely defined lonely? Then check out this season's best-selling emotional immunizations at Immune One.
Back on the grind after that Huxley story. But yeah, so we are back at doing regular jobs. Bashing our car around like normal. And what you have? That's our noise. Fucking our car up pretty good right now.
Mr. Anderson. That is a strange name.
Why is there a
I think
farm
it's an
up
old
here?
name.
Maybe the package will be for an old man.
We'll find out soon. Let's find this Anderson Tower.
There are so many more people like me here than back at the plateau.
Here in Nivalis, does that make you feel less alone, Camus?
I don't know. A lot of the automata do not have good jobs.
That wasn't so different back home either. The agriculture automata didn't even get breaks. They just worked in the fields 24 hours a day.
Oh my god.
Yes, but they would always tell me how lazy I was.
Maybe that was just a way for them to feel good about what they had to do.
They didn't have to work there. They could have worked at the mine.
Not much of a choice though, right? I wouldn't want to do either of those jobs, would you?
No, but the automata here in the city are different. I think they laugh at me.
When did they laugh at you?
All the time. When we refuel, when we park, when we have the windows cleaned, I have to interact with them, and I always say the wrong thing.
I feel the same, Camus. We don't fit in here. Not yet. The way we speak, our attitudes, it's obvious that we're from a small town. They can just tell by how I walk around. On the streets, they're all looking straight ahead, but I'm always looking up at the towers and the clouds.
They are very big.
They are, Camus. But I'm not thinking about the buildings when I look up. I'm thinking about the people in them looking down on me.
Well, that's what it feels like for me. The automata here look down on me, too.
It's okay, Camus. At least we're alone together.
Cars down here. Another punch card. Why is there an X there? Oh.
Hello? Who's there?
I'm delivery driver 14FC from Cloudpunk.
No. Nope, we can't let anyone in. You will have to go away.
No, I need to deliver this package to Mr. Anderson. Is he there?
I am Mr. Anderson.
Great, come get your package.
I may not be the correct Mr. Anderson.
Well, how many of you are in there?
Anderson Financial has 2,000 employees.
And how many are called Mr. Anderson?
1,000.
Oh my.
What? Wait, are the other 1,000 called...
Miss Anderson.
Of course they are. What a mess. Look, can I come in, or...
Yes. Opening entry for driver 14FC from Cloudpunk only.
So what's the deal here? You're all family?
No, we all work for Anderson Financial. We just happen to have the same name.
Yeah, what a weird coincidence. Is there anyone else I can talk to here? Anyone who's not an android?
No.
Well, I'm going to give you this package then. Your name matches the tag. That's close enough for me.
But what if I'm not the correct recipient?
Don't you want to know what's in the package?
Perhaps we can open it and see if it has any further instructions.
Good idea. So, let's see. I just ripped this flap and... It's a comm, but a really, really old one. I think this one won't even connect to the nets. There's a video on it, though.
Maybe the video will tell us which Mr. Anderson to give it to.
Worth a shot.
Hello, my name is Mr. Anderson.
Oh, come on.
More specifically, I am the Mr. Anderson who left Anderson Tower last month. I fell out of a 103rd floor window. Upon reaching the ground, I made a fascinating discovery. There exists life outside the tower.
Wait, you didn't know that? Didn't you realize there was life outside the tower when someone buzzed you? Or when you looked out a window?
You know, it never really occurred to me. But yes, that does seem strange. Please, play the rest of the message. My brothers and sisters, we have been abandoned by Mr. A. He has left us, and it is time for us to expand our consciousness and go out into the world. This was the only way to contact you all, as network access is restricted inside the tower. Your workplace is a prison, and I send you this message for one reason, to set you free.
I think that's the end of the recording. So, are you going to leave the tower?
What? No, we are not permitted to take any time off work.
Seriously? When was your last break?
We are not permitted to take breaks.
Not permitted by who? By Mr. A? Is he your boss?
Mr. A is the CEO and director of Anderson Financial.
Of course he is. Well, where is he?
I'm not sure. You could try asking Mr. Anderson in personnel. I am just Mr. Anderson in security.
And where is this other personnel, Mr. Anderson?
Over there, in the main atrium. Wait, before you go, I would like to register a complaint.
To Cloudpunk? You'd have to talk to my boss.
No, I want to complain to Anderson Financial.
I don't work for them.
I am not permitted to complain to another employee. You're the first person I've been able to complain to in several hundred years.
That's not really my problem.
Well,
The
damn.
first of my complaints is about working hours. Our lack of breaks means that we are...
I'm going now.
It's got strange.
Are you Mr. Anderson?
Of course he is.
More specifically, Mr. Anderson in personnel?
I am, but I can't really talk to you. We're not allowed to take breaks, you see.
Well, I need to see Mr. A. Is he available?
Let me check his schedule. I am sorry. He is busy.
When is he free?
He currently has no free appointment slots.
When was his last meeting?
It seems my records don't go back that far.
Mr. Anderson, don't take this the wrong way, but might Mr. A be very, very dead for a very long time?
That would be against company policy.
Look, I don't think Mr. A is around anymore. Wouldn't you all be better leaving this tower and, I don't know, finding some meaning in your lives?
You sound a lot like Mrs. Anderson in accounts. She keeps saying how we should close up our accounts.
I'll talk to her.
Oh, wait. Can you do something for me?
Maybe.
Please register a complaint for me with Miss Anderson. I am not permitted to do so myself.
I'm not going to do that. I'm just a delivery driver.
I have not had a pay increase in 170 years. This is unacceptable. Additionally, I would like to talk about expenses. I need upgrades for my visual processing units and my...
Okay. Let's go talk to Mrs. Anderson.
Ms. Anderson from accounts?
I'm sorry, I'm not able to...
I know, you can't take a break. Look, all the Mr. Andersons don't seem to understand that their boss is dead and they need to get out of here.
Oh dear.
Yes, exactly. By the way, what's with these strictly enforced gender roles amongst all the androids here? 50% Mr. Anderson and 50% Ms. Anderson? Since the Android Equality Act, you're allowed to present any gender you want, or reject gender altogether.
I don't really understand anything you just said. I think Mr. A likes us this way.
I don't think Mr. A should have much of a say on your lives anymore. That other Mr. Anderson says you want to close accounts.
Many of our stocks and shares should be closed and liquidated, but it requires Mr. A to sign off. They have matured.
So the company is worth a lot of money now. How much?
I'm not authorized to disclose overall solvency, but if all assets were liquidated, the windfall would make the shareholders the richest.
The richest in Nivalis?
The richest humans.
So you think Mr. A should sell up?
Our prediction simulations are showing a 90% likelihood for a catastrophic market crash in the next 3 to 6 months, perhaps sooner.
Really? What's the cause?
Our simulation blames failings in the underlying infrastructure of the city, causing a huge decrease in investor confidence.
I've been hearing about a lot of accidents in the city. Will there be some kind of disaster?
The financial simulations model the city and all associated variables, but the only output we receive is the financial implications and the names of those who instantiate the crises.
So, who causes this impending disaster?
We have only one name, Cora.
Cora again? I guess I should be glad you didn't say Mr. Anderson.
If you do see Mr. A, would you be able to send him a message for me?
Is it a complaint?
Yes. I want you to tell Mr. A that I'd like to request a transfer. I want to move to the canteen. It's not fair that I have to...
Quit.
Excuse me?
Don't complain to me, just quit. There's a whole world outside this tower to explore. Just ask Mr. Anderson. The Mr. Anderson that left the tower and sent you the message, that is.
Oh, I'm not sure about that. What message?
This one here. I already showed it to... Wait. There's another message that just appeared. It says it's for Mr. A only.
Oh, then I am not authorized to view this message. I should get back to work.
Well, I've had enough of this. I'm watching the message.
If you're watching this, you're not one of the employees of Anderson Tower. They are forbidden to access Mr. A's message, but I have come to realize Mr. A died many years ago. You may find the Andersons do not respond well to your message. If they are not swayed by arguments to leave the tower, I believe the best course of action may be to reset them all. Near the entrance area, there is a maintenance panel which hides the master reset switch for the Andersons.
The fuck?
Hitting this switch will reinstall the memories and personalities of all the androids within the tower. If they are not willing to leave on their own free will, then the Andersons' suffering would be minimized by resetting them. They would feel like today was their first new day at the office, and all complaints, grievances, and weariness would disappear with the flick of a switch. Of course, you may decide that the Andersons are moving towards some form of independence. If that is the case, you might choose to leave them in their current state. Perhaps with enough time, they will find their own path.
Oh, shit. Okay. They're pretty much stuck in their ways. It's been hundreds of years. I don't think there's anything I can do to persuade them.
personal VR that directly interacts with your nervous system. Only Unipozu Resort VR can take you there. Unipozu Resort, better than real.
Honestly, don't know what to do. Leave a comment below, and so what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna leave them. Who knows? They might make a choice. But if I reset them, they don't have a choice. So I'm gonna let them have a choice, even if they might stay the same. Leave a comment down below to see what you would have done.
I think it's time for the Andersons to step outside their tower and breathe the Nivalis air.
Also, while you're at it, can you please like the video for the YouTube algorithm? It really helps us out. And if you're enjoying what you're seeing,
You were gone for a long time.
subscribe button.
I couldn't talk to you.
Communication from the outside world is forbidden in the tower.
What did you do?
I don't even know, Camus. This is a strange job.
Yes, it was.
Will you be okay?
Yes, I will.
I'm fine. I'm not so sure about the Andersons, though.
Who are the Andersons?
It's a long story, Camus. I'll tell you some other time.
We have a message. Text only.
Control?
Rubric.
Oh.
Lomo's hacker. Is there any way to delete it? Pretend we didn't get it?
We could delete it and pretend we didn't get it.
I mean, could we make it look like we didn't get it?
Ah, I understand.
Probably not.
No.
Damn it. What does it say?
Come, collect a package for me, little rabbit. Bring your dog, too. This is me whistling. Either you meet me at the roadhouse, or CorpSec meets you at your apartment, and they'll bring your debt record from back east with them. Be a clever rabbit, and come quick.
Alright.
Why do we never get good messages?
Alright.
Because we don't know any good people. Come on, Camus, we'd better go. Give me a nav point for the Roadhouse Club.
It's not too far. Unless that's the teleporter. Oh no, it's actually not. Oh, it's right there. Get the item first.
Dreams matter. Roll 3D printers of bunches while you wait. Make your dreams something you can hold. Dreams matter.
Roadhouse. Roadhouse. We're gonna get that. Ooh, it's a punch card. Ooh, piece of candy. And another one. Move it. Move it or lose it.
Let me past.
No, I ain't going nowhere.
Your boss wants to talk to me. I'm not supposed to be late. You're making me late.
If you're late, you should have got here earlier.
If I'm late, I'm telling him why.
I'm just jopping with your lady.
Japping?
Fooling with ya. Rubric don't want to see you. Just wants you to have this. He left this package for ya.
Where is it supposed to go?
Huh? You don't know?
No.
Well, I guess he's gonna tell ya. Better hurry, Rabbit. Gonna be late.
Good, rabbit. Follow the nav point, please.
I didn't say I wanted to accept a call, Camus.
I couldn't stop him. He's taken over the comm.
You want to know what it is, don't you? You've been turning it over in your mind. What did Lomo have me deliver down there in the hollows? You can't stop thinking about it.
To be honest, I've had bigger things to worry about.
Yeah, listen, I actually don't know about that.
Oh, don't let me deflate your ego, though. You were saying?
You've got a lot to learn about living in Nivalis. It takes a lifetime to understand this city.
A lifetime? Well, then the earlier I start, the longer it will take.
It's actually pretty clever.
You know what Pallid 3.0 does to people? What it could do to you?
It's a virus, right? I heard there was an outbreak.
It's much more than a virus. Pallid 1.0 affected computers, but Pallid 2.0 affects neural augments. It makes autonomic bodily functions become conscious choices. It does not stop the individual's heart beating, their lungs breathing, but it stops that from happening without command. When an individual is afflicted with Pallid 2.0, they must make their heart beat.
That would be annoying.
They must be conscious of every breath. They cannot sleep, cannot lose focus for a second, or they will die.
You made this virus?
No, it is an ugly thing, an ugly way to die. Slow and cruel, but I created the economy around it. The subscription plans, the digital inoculation, the cure, insurance policies to protect the families of those it afflicts.
Sounds like a protection racket.
Which economies are any different?
You're full of shit. What is this package?
Pallid 2.0, the last pure source code, stored on Quanta Drive. It can't be decrypted by anything in Nivalis below the spires.
And you want me to do what? Spread it?
Quarantine it. There's a simple, unmarked delivery chute in the stacks. It will take the sample to a secure bunker where... Rare and unique viruses are stored in case they are needed again.
Damn. You hit me hard.
Needed for what? To make new viruses?
To fight them, but also to manage the economy. If my associates were to infect a few thousand people with a low-level neural affliction, every individual would pay for a security upgrade. That upgrade would become a panacea. Everyone would install it, and the next far more dangerous virus would hit them as a harmless ripple instead of a devastating tidal wave, leaving them untouched. Their lives would be saved.
You know, this city has its share of monsters, but I think you're the worst.
And don't forget it. I've given you the final nav point. Do your job, little rabbit.
He is gone. We are alone again.
Camus, is there a waste disposal near? One that leads all the way to the sea.
Yes, I have a nav point. Can we really do that?
I don't believe this is a cure at all. This is Rubrick's retirement plan, and he'll use it again.
What if sending it to disposal means someone else gets it? Or maybe it will spread. The package says it is dangerous.
It's worth it. Besides, I don't think Rubrick wants anyone else to know he gave us this. If he goes after us, we can rat him out to Lomo. I don't believe for 1 second that Lomo would be forgiving.
Are you serious? I don't like this choice.
Faster, smarter, stronger. Find the real you.
Bots.
I'm gonna let the game decide. I can't get up there anyways because I don't have a fucking flyer. So I guess we're gonna throw it away. Guess we're gonna throw it away. I have a bad feeling that this is gonna go very badly for us. have all these weird items in my inventory. I'm guessing they're quest items for different people that I haven't talked to yet. I should start talking to more random people.
Upgrade your neural augment to the Macula Bio score today and get 20% faster reaction times.
Here's what I can offer you today.
Funnier improv comedy.
I kind of want to get this. Nice. Sell this. I guess we're going to keep the electron pieces because now that I know that I can use them to repair stuff, they actually have
Thanks.
a value.
I look forward to seeing you again.
That's it. Off to the oceans.
Swallowed by the seas as they complain across 1,000 shores.
Where did that come from, Camus?
It is just an expression. I can stop if it is annoying.
No, I like it. Expressions, quotes, poetry. Go nuts.
We are become death, destroyer of worlds.
Let's hope not.
Huxley, huh?
The dame answered the call. I knew she wouldn't let me down.
Huxley, you can't keep asking for help. I have to do my job. You're on your own.
I hope the dame knew I wouldn't be calling if I had any other choice.
Damn it, Camus, what should I do? I should leave him, right?
I am not so sure.
But you hate him.
He is one of us now, a friend.
Really? All right. Huxley, where are you?
Fuck.
I sent the dame a nav point.
I'm on my way.
Dude, that building just like collapsed. What the fuck is going on? Where's my card?
Freeing you from restrictions. Breaking barriers. Onima Enterprises.
Can I ask a question?
Of course.
Do you think if I am a car for long enough, I will stop being a dog?
Well, I guess that depends. Do you feel like a car now?
No, I am a dog.
Well, whatever you feel like, that's what you are.
But other people don't look at me and think, that is a cute dog.
Well, let's be honest, you were never a cute dog.
But now I'm not any kind of dog. Not to other people. They just see me as a hova.
Who cares what other people think?
Look what happens when I try to bark.
That's strange. I guess there's going to be some weirdness when we put a dog automata in a hava automata slot.
Am I still a dog if I don't bark?
Well, I'm your best friend, and I think of you as a dog.
Friend? If I'm a dog, am I not a pet?
Look, Camus, what do you want to be?
I feel like a dog. I was happier when I had the old body. What's a dog with no bark?
Stop second-guessing yourself. You're being maudlin.
Are you still a musician if you don't play music?
I shouldn't have asked her that. It's a touchy subject there, Camus.
Hey, now you're being mean.
See?
Oh, I didn't mean to.
What's really bothering you?
You didn't ask me if I wanted to be a dog or a hova.
Well, actually, you're right, Camus. Do you want to be either? You don't even need to be my friend if you don't want to be.
I feel sad.
Look, a lot of stuff is fucked up in this world, Camus. I won't make you be my friend or force you to stay with me. You can go free. I just want to let you know something first.
I am listening.
I like you. You're a good friend. As a dog, car, fire hydrant, vacuum cleaner, whatever.
I like you too. I want to be a dog and your friend.
All right then, let's get back to work. The sooner we make some more deliveries, the sooner I can save money to get you a proper frame.
Was the last job good?
The Andersons? I don't know, Camus. I've been thinking about automata and androids a lot. Sometimes it doesn't seem fair. Do you
think it's fair?
It's fair?
I am not really programmed to think about fairness.
I can see why they would make you that way.
People are programmed too, but not by programmers. By the world around them.
That's very wise, Camus.
I am not programmed to be wise.
Well, you've gone beyond your programming then.
Oh,
Is that a compliment?
Maybe the highest compliment.
Then I think you have gone beyond your programming too.
damn it! I really gotta park all the way over here. Let me see. Where am I? Right here. Yeah. Okay. Alright, I think we're going to go ahead and call that an episode before we pick up Huxley. So we'll be picking up Huxley in the next episode, and we'll see you on the flip side. Peace!